What's up guys, Julian Goldie here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my top 5 local SEO tricks. Now in my previous videos I've talked a lot about the usual stuff, citations, link building, yada yada yada, and all the boring stuff that's very obvious, but in this video I'm going to show you the local SEO tips and tricks that nobody else really talks about. Now with that, let's jump in, but if you want more local leads, traffic and sales, make sure you subscribe and let's jump into the video. So tip number 1 is to make sure that you're using Google Trends, right? Google Trends is a free tool that analyzes all the local searches in your particular area. Now, how do you do this? Well, you go into Google Trends, you type in your industry, let's say you're a florist or a pizza company, whatever it is, and in your local area, you can filter down what searches are happening right now and in the last few months that are trending. And what I mean by this, by trending, is the search volume of these particular keywords. So there's going to be certain phrases that are gaining more popularity and certain phrases that are actually going down in popularity. And your job to optimize your website is to find the keywords that are actually trending, they're actually growing in demand, because these are potential topics that you could write content about. And the beauty of Google Trends is that you get all that data for free. And normally you would pay top dollar for this. So you can easily see in real time what people are searching for, what's trending, and what you should be writing content about. And because this is based on Google's data, it's very accurate. It's not like when you're using other keyword tools and they're kind of like guesstimates, or people just sticking their finger in the air and seeing which way the wind actually blows. With this keyword research tool, you're getting live, accurate, real data that's going to be very powerful for increasing your rankings and getting more traffic to your site. Trick number 2 is to increase your site speed. Now there's easy and hard ways to do this. The way that I recommend for your business is to install a plugin called NitroPack. Now, if you install this plugin, it just takes a couple of minutes to download. If you're using WordPress, you can just quickly search for it and add it. But the power of this tool is that you can rapidly increase your site speed, and it really doesn't take much time at all. And in just a few hours, you can not just increase your site speed, but also improve your core web vitals too, which are becoming more and more of an increasing threat in Google's algorithm. In fact, they just updated their algorithm this year to punish websites that don't have core web vitals in place. So if you have poor on-page metrics, if you're worried about your site speed, if you want a quick boost, then make sure you download NitroPack and add it. And this is the same tool that took me from a meager 15 in Google Page Speed Insights to over 90 in just a few hours. So it's super easy to do. The beauty of this as well is that when people land on your site, the faster your page can load, the more likely they are to stay on the website. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation before, but for me, if I land on a site and it doesn't load within a few seconds, I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'm on to the next one. So it's really important if you want to improve your conversion rates, if you want to get more traffic, if you want to rank higher on Google, then this will have a huge impact on your site. Plus, it's easy to do. It's a no-brainer. Now, the other thing is, well, with core web vitals, with page speed, you can pay agencies like thousands of dollars. I mean, I know some agencies that will literally charge like $10,000, $20,000 to optimize this for you. Whereas you can download NitroPack, pay a few dollars a month, bing bang bosh, you've improved your site speed, your core web vitals, and you're ready to go. Trick number 3 is to really hone down and focus on review and reputation management for your business. Now, if you're a local business and you've got a Google My Business listing, then chances are at some point you're going to get reviews from customers. Some of these may be good, some of these may be bad. It depends on your customer journey and the customer experience. But essentially, you really have to be on top of this, because reviews are not just important for local SEO. They're not just important for Google's Map Pack and your Google My Business listing, but also this is incredibly powerful as a decision-making tool for customers. If customers see that you have better reviews than your competitors, they're way more likely to buy from you. They're way more likely to pick you over their competitors. So if you want to get more customers in the door, make sure you're focusing on reputation management. And what I mean by this is encouraging customers to leave reviews. That could be physically. That could be when you give them the bill, or if you had a poster on the wall of your office or whatever. It could be asking them via email if you deliver and ship products or services in your local area. Whatever you need to do to make sure you get more reviews, and that if you get bad feedback or if you get feedback that's not 100% perfect, you're looking at that, analyze how can you improve your business, and then putting it into action to improve that service and get better feedback in the future. Plus, when you focus on reputation management, you're always going to be thinking of new ways to improve your customer service. And that is a no-brainer for your business, because it means with a better service, you'll retain customers for longer, you'll get more customers by word of mouth. Customers that are already with you will prefer your services over competitors, and it's just going to take your SEO, your Google Maps listings, and also your whole business to another level. So tip number 4. When I was talking about Google Trends, I mentioned content ideas, right? So you have a list of content ideas that you could potentially publish a blog or a guide or an article about. Now, what's really important is to create landing pages on your site optimized to local keywords that are relevant to your industry and your area. So if you're a florist, then you could find all the top keywords that people are searching for via Google Trends and then create landing pages around these. So if people are searching for best florist in Virginia, then you can create a landing page all about why you're the best florist in Virginia, including some customer testimonials, some reviews that you've landed, some information about your services, why customers should pick you, etc., etc. But basically you want to create like 25 to 50 different landing pages for local keywords in your area. And if you do this, you'll rank higher on Google, you'll focus on low competition keywords, and you'll find that your traffic is just going to skyrocket as you get more local customers, leads, and relevant traffic to your site. Now, when you do this, you really need to plan out the customer journey, right? So you need to look at the keyword, first of all, and that's step 1, and look at, right, what are people searching on Google? What are they looking for? What answers to problems do they need from me? And how can I help them? And then when it comes to creating your landing page, you need to be thinking, right, how do I design this nicely? How do I improve my conversion rates on page so when people land, they actually buy from me? How do I answer the problems that they're looking to solve with their keyword on Google? And then finally, what is the call to action? So what do you want customers to do as a next step after landing on your site? That could be calling you. It could be filling in a form for a quote. It could be buying a service or product directly online and then getting it shipped locally. Whatever it is, you need to be planning out the customer journey, putting it on a chart, figuring out how can you serve the customer best, because when you do that and you reverse engineer the process, you'll see much better results with SEO. And my final trick for SEO is to make sure that you're continuously optimizing, tweaking, and improving your process. SEO never ends, and Rome wasn't built in a day, which means that you need to be continuously moving forward, analyzing how you're doing things, and then building and improving on them. And if you do that, then you're going to see the results of the compound effect, because everything you've done so far will add up, will keep building on each other, and you'll see better and better results with local SEO. Now, the thing that I would say is you only have a certain amount of time. You only have a certain amount of resources. As a business owner, you're probably very busy already, and if you're running a website, it can be a full-time job. So what I recommend you to do is to focus on the most essential tasks first. Focus on the Pareto principle, which is the 80-20 rule, meaning 20% of the work gets 80% of the results. So if you want to see the highest impact with local SEO, if you want to use your time and your resources efficiently, then just focus on the most impactful tasks first. It's a no-brainer. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just setting up the website, creating a bit of content, looking at a few keywords, and then moving on to the next task. With SEO, you need to be continuously looking at your processes, seeing how can you improve them. And what I would recommend is scheduling in time each month to analyze that, to work with your team and say, right, we're getting this amount of traffic, we want to get X amount of traffic, how do we increase it by this percentage? And if you can narrow that gap each month, you'll see far better results with SEO. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you. You now know my top 5 local SEO tricks. If you want to get more leads, traffic, and sales to your local business, then feel free to jump onto my website, goldielocalseo.com. We have a local SEO agency that's designed to help you get better results and grow your business with local SEO. And you can book in a free 30-minute consultation where we'll teach you exactly how to do that. That's at goldielocalseo.com. Feel free to jump on the website and we'll be happy to. Thanks for watching.